What's going on? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Hi, what's up? What's good with you, Nikki? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5. It is going down like Lord have mercy. It is going down. It is hitting the fan. So, baby, the tables have really turned. I mean, like, Lord have mercy, Monique is getting it. And you know what? She is going to get it because of the situation that went down between her and Candace and that altercation that they put on TV. Monique is getting dragged out here, baby. I mean, it seems like Wendy really wants to lead the charge. And it's like Giselle is sitting back and Robin is sitting back because they got Wendy. Wendy is the new do girl, baby. Wendy is doing the new girl shit, baby. I was like, Lord have mercy. What's going on, baby boy? How you doing? I was like, Wendy is doing too much. Wendy is too much, man. I mean, like, Wendy, fall back, sit down, take a seat. You don't have to pick a side. You can support Candace. You can support Monique if you want to. But the way that you're acting, you're not showing empowerment too as well. Because once you fall down, you need help to get back up. And it's nothing like your sister helping you get back up, baby. What's up, LSW? Like, what's going on? Like, you talk about sister empowerment. And we support each other. We gonna do this and gonna do that. What about supporting or helping Monique? Like, that's a bad situation. Yeah, you new to the show, but you're doing too much and you're so judgmental. It's like you already judgmental because you think you're better than the rest of the ladies because you went to school and you got all types of degrees in education. And go ahead, girl, do your thing. But with all them degrees, you still have no power. You have no power, Wendy. Wendy, you are peddling politics. That's what you're doing, peddling politics, knowing none of this shit that you're saying is ever going to happen or change. And if you think Wendy is cool, baby, let me tell you, you do something around Wendy, she's not going to be forgiven. She's going to point you out and say, lock you up and throw away the key. And if she's a judge and you go before her, she ain't going to have no sympathy. She ain't going to think you a black sister. She going to look at you like a criminal, because that's the way she's looking at Monique, like a criminal. I was like, Lord, like, people make mistakes. Like, you know what would be really good? If, you know, hold Monique feet to the fire. Hold her feet to the fire. But at the same time, you're supposed to uplift your sister and teach your sisters. What you're trying to do is ice out Monique. And you're doing it because you haven't been a vendetta against Monique because she didn't tell you to bring your baby to her lake house. That's the problem. And you getting at her for that. And then Ashley got at you at the lake house. So you're not feeling Ashley either because you try to double team Ashley and try to get her to go against Monique. Like, damn, what's wrong with y'all people? Like, what's going on? Like, you guys got no sense of humanity, no sense of, people make mistakes. The people that you in a room with, Wendy, the people that you said you want to sit at the table. Like, Lord have mercy, we want to create the table. We want to invent the table. You just want to sit at the table to hear yourself talk, to say that you were sitting at the table. Because remember, Wendy said, I want to sit at the table. We don't need a seat at the table. We need our own table, baby. I don't know what you talking about. And you peddling politics. You in a room full of politics that have done worse and worse to people than Monique Samuels could ever do. The people that you smile and grin in their face with the politics and sitting up there on TV talking about this and talking about that. No, none of that is going to change, because if it was going to change, it would have been changed. And you're just peddling, being a Democrat, you're just peddling politics, because most of the things that happen in these communities, these impoverished communities, are run by Democrats. So therefore, you're a Democrat and you want the people to vote this one and that one and do that. Where's the change at, Wendy? Where is your power? You got no power. And all you doing is sitting here and judging. And you see the lifestyle that these ladies have, and that's why you don't want to teach no more. You feel like you can sit and make your money like these ladies been making their money. You want a part of that, and you don't want to teach no more, and you don't want to be a professor no more. So miss me with that. And your husband is a good man. Your husband is a good man, but he don't got a backbone, because I bet you you and your mother badger Eddie. I bet y'all badger him. Y'all badger him. Like, Lord, like, I was so pissed when I watched this episode tonight. Wendy just got on my nerves. We know Giselle. We know Robin. We know how they gonna think, how they gonna act. But Wendy, you came in just basically like you taking control. This ain't no classroom, baby. We ain't your students, and you ain't teaching us nothing. But when a sister falls down, you're supposed to keep her down, because that's the way that you're behaving, and that's the way that you want it to be. And if you was really a person of compassion and empathy, and you was ready for empowerment, you don't want to go have a private conversation and sit down with Monique and find out what's going on. Wendy's not the type of person that stays in line. Like, she's not the type of person that stays on code. She's not gonna have your back, brothers and sisters. Wendy is not that person. She's just peddling politics and peddling a change because it's a good image for her and her mother, so her mother can go around town and brag about my daughter this, my daughter that, and congratulations, we proud of her. But she still got no power. She got no power to change nothing. She talking about she want to sit to the table. Come on, with all them degrees, you're supposed to be creating the table, not sitting at the table. And everybody knows you ain't gonna get nothing done unless you put money behind any campaign or any politician. For example, we have the Armenian community here, and they are going through struggles in their country. So the congressman and the senator of my state went to go protest with them because the Armenians put money in their pocket. When we have the Black Lives Matter protest, there was not a senator, a congressman, a mayor, a representative, a house speaker in the house here, or a councilman at any of the protests. You know why? Because we ain't putting money in their pocket. So miss me with all that. So let's get into the episode, because I was like, come on, this lady's doing too much. And Karen, thank you very much for being the reader of the night. Karen got you together, all the way together. She got, Candace together. And I like Candace. And I feel bad for what happened to Candace, because she feels embarrassed. She feels humiliated. She feels like, damn, like, my thing and my itch was running my mouth and being sassy and being cute. I didn't think that I was going to end up the way that I end up on TV. And then on top of that, to have people, thousands of people, to go on the internet and then make fun of her and make posts and talk about her. Monique can't control that, but Monique contributes to that when she does post about you, and she contributes to that when she retweets and she likes somebody post, and that's dead wrong. I wouldn't do that. But Candace, on the other hand, be online talking ish too as well. So what are you supposed to do in a situation like that? The courts already came on and made their decisions, and they threw out the case. Yes, Karen did put her. Yes, she did. She put her in her place, baby. She said, with all that education, you sound so ignorant. I was like, ooh, Karen, you went there. Lord have mercy. I was like, go ahead, Karen. Karen came through. Karen was like, you need to have common sense. And you don't got no damn common sense is saving grace, and you ain't got no common sense. Because they're trying to force, Karen is older than all these women, and they're trying to force her to choose a side. She done already told Monique that she was wrong. I feel Monique is wrong. I would never do anything that Monique did that day over there with Candace, because I would not be giving in to people like Giselle or Robin to try to use something over my head, try to get me kicked off the show. Every time they turn around, they're talking about it. Monique hasn't got no sleep. No, hell no, she ain't got no sleep since this season began. Because you know what she's been doing? She's been going around everywhere campaigning to let people know this is what happened. That's what happened. This is her Instagram post. She's over here. She's over there. She's doing 1,000 interviews. And then sometimes in them interviews, she's not telling the same story that she told in the first video that she posted to Instagram to give us the whole tea and the whole situation. So when she go to these other places, she's not saying it just like she said it in that video. So the shit ain't adding up. And yes, I believe Monique be out here paying people. I believe Monique got people on her team, but I also believe that people generally love Monique, and they feel for her, and they have a kinship with her. They like her. It is what it is. So it is what it is. The real, I'm just saying, hey, what's up? What's going on with you, baby? What's going on, Major? How you doing? What's going on, LSW? Nikki, Minaj, Posting's in the building. What's up, BQ, baby? How you doing? Miss Nina Bug, what's going on, baby? Bay Boys in the building. It's good to see y'all. I am so late with doing my review because I've been having technical difficulties when it comes to my hard drive, but I was able to purchase another hard drive due to membership. People paying for membership, thank you so much, because I was able to get a hard drive and the cash app able to get a hard drive to add it on to my computer that I got now. So it's much more easier, because before I just had to delete so many different things to make space. So I got a new hard drive, so I wasn't posting that much. Hey Patricia, Pat Lawrence, what's up? What's going on? My eyes are my allergies are kind of acting up, so my eyes are a little bit watery. So I thought it said Patricia, but it says Pat. What's going on, baby? Good to see you. Good to see all you guys. So, guys, thank you so much for all the support, clicking on the video, watching the ads, the donation from, being the membership, and also, the cash app too as well. So I was able to get the hard drive, and the next step is to get, to upgrade and get another phone, so I can be in contact with you guys more, and you guys can send me more information if you want to send me information too as well, and it'll be a better call-in service too as well. So let's get back to the bullshit. So I didn't even click. Did I click on any of this? I just been talking crazy. Let me tell you, Wendy got on my nerves, Lord. Wendy sitting there acting like she's a head honcho. Girl, you just came on this season. We don't feel you like that. Newcomers can't come in here and act like that and try to dog out Monique. You just new, baby. And what's going on with Potomac where you let a newbie come in and run and shit? You know what I mean? But before you know it, Wendy, before you know it, Giselle and Robin, you gonna piss them off and they gonna turn on you. Just because Giselle pulled you to the side and told you to go after Karen a couple of episodes ago, you feel like it's your due diligence. You have to do it. You just gotta do it. Like, Lord, miss me with that situation. Like, she's doing way too much. You see when Giselle called Wendy, she was like, hey girl, but she was acting like a high school kiddie girl. She was just so excited. And then when Monique called her, she had this nasty attitude. Well, I don't know if I can come because it'll be looking like I'm supporting you. It's not looking like you're supporting her. It'd be looking like you're trying to find out if she really changed. Is there something different? And really have a conversation with her after the fact that you guys sat down and had a sit down, and Monique did not seem apologetic. And yes, that's where Monique went wrong at. She should have been crying and said, I'm sorry. I wish I would have never did it, blase and the third and all that, as soon as she sat down with the ladies. But I believe they still had an agenda, because from the get-go, Giselle and Robin wanted her out. Now they got Wendy doing their dirty work too as well, and Wendy got a little bit of animosity towards, when it comes to, in my opinion, with Monique, because Monique did not allow her to bring that baby, and Ashley did, and then Wendy had to jump out of character, and she probably thinks like, oh, look at her, look how, like it's like she has this downward look, but for some reason, she put Giselle and Robin on a real pedestal, baby. She don't like Karen, she don't like Ashley, and she damn sure don't like Monique. It is, hey Hickerson, what's going on? Eric Hickerson, what's up? What's going on with you? Hey Jay, what's going on? All right, see you later. Peace. So let's get to this situation. So Juan is actually want to pick out a ring. The first ring that he seen was almost $59,000, and you already know that he got a problem. He got a situation going on with taxes with his wife. They owe like 90 and change. So therefore, he's like, give me something from 8 to 10. So it is what it is. But he did get a ring. He did pick out a ring that he did like, and he said that Robin is gonna like. I was like, I didn't know if Juan was going to go all the way through with this, but we gonna see. We're gonna see how them taxes work out, and we gonna see what's gonna happen with that situation, baby. And then, Giselle, she had to post a ring to let Jamal know what he wanted. Well, Candace ain't no bright. Wendy likes educated, emotional, stable young people. Candace is a real hard case. Who spoiled rotten. Lord have mercy. Facts. Love. Kimmy Love. Wendy needs to go, and Candace. I don't think Candace needs to go, but Wendy's doing way too much. She's so judgmental. She's so negative. And when you're talking about empowerment, you're talking about sisterly love. When one falls, you turn your back on them. When something happens, everybody ain't perfect. Everybody makes mistakes and different types of mistakes. And Wendy doesn't seem like the lady that you want to make any mistake around, because you would be... She would throw away the key, baby. She wouldn't see no sisterly love. She's peddling that black and African love, but at the end of the day, she gonna throw you under the bus, and she gonna agree with other people. Please miss me with that. She's doing way too much. So Monique is basically explaining that, she's having this event and she's changing, and she wants some of her girlfriends to support her and be there. And the case is, they're not going to support her. Ashley came through, and Ashley's actually doing... Robin is crazy. Lord have mercy. She knew that man couldn't afford that type of money. I know, Pat. I know. Why she do that? A little bit of shade, just like Giselle was shading Karen over there on Watch What Happens Live. Like, she can't let it go. Giselle thinks she's above all that. Yes, she does. She does, but she can keep thinking that she's above all that. But she been playing her cards right this season. She got Wendy doing her dirty work, and then she also is gaslighting the situation between Candace and Monique too as well. And she was throwing shade, and she added on to the situation that went down between Monique and Candace too as well. When it comes to they was about to get into that altercation, you got Ashley basically saying, so you love Monique too because hold on, what is this going? Okay, all right, it's working. So Candace is basically like, I love all you ladies. And then Ashley goes, you love Monique too. And then Monique and Candace started having words. And then, Candace said, why you mommy shaming me? And she goes, I'm not mommy shaming you. Monique said, I'm not mommy shaming you. I'm just telling you facts. And so then Giselle jumps in and said, I thought you guys were besties. I thought you guys were friends. And then it went downhill from there. So she's a villain too as well. Like, when all the ladies were there, when they saw the conversation and Candace dancing around and Monique being very quiet and Monique looking at her with that mean mug, they should have separated, the ladies did in there. They should have felt that there was tension at some point or something, but they stood there and they thought it was going to be a regular argument, but it wasn't going to be, because you can only push somebody buttons too far, and you should be able to say what you need to say and keep it moving. But sometimes when you say things to people, you don't know how they're going to react, because you don't know where they come from, you don't know their background, and you don't know their mental state. They might be the quietest person that you might not see them doing nothing. They might just stay to their self and mind their business, but you can be the straw that breaks the camel's back. So you better be careful how you talk to people and how you treat people too as well. And Wendy does have a really nasty attitude. She got nasty facial expressions when she's talking to people, like she's looking down on them. Like, miss me with all that. Like, that if you keep it up, you might run into Monique, and you don't want that. You're doing all this talking behind her back, but no talking to her face. You're doing too much, Wendy. You're doing too much. Your character is too much. Like, we can't even get to know you because you're doing too much in somebody else's business. Instead of being neutral, you already let Monique know that she was wrong. So basically what's happening is, to me, they're trying to ice out Monique. And that's what's going on. They're trying to ice up Monique, but it's backfiring, because at one point in time, remember at the Sip and See where Ashley's party, they were talking about icing out Candace. And it was Monique, it was Giselle, it was Robin, it was Ashley. And they were sitting there talking about, Candace doesn't learn from her behavior. Candace is rude. Candace is this. She doesn't take accountability. Blase and a third, right? And they was talking about she'll get iced out. And I believe Monique said iced out. And guess what? The tables has turned, and now the ladies are icing out Monique. And it's just a damn shame that Monique and Candace could not get it together, because Giselle and Robin are playing chess with these ladies and their emotions and everything else. Because you know damn well Giselle and Robin do not like Candace. They ain't never like Candace, but right now they can use Candace, and Candace knows that they don't like her. You know what I mean? Because she even came out and said it. She's the one that exposed the plot on Instagram. Then Monique turned around and exposed the plot too as well, to get rid of Monique, and with Charisse being involved. But there was one interview that I recently did see, and Monique was basically saying that she wished it wasn't Candace, that it was somebody else. Like, you know, the other people that was plotting up against her, like her friend Gigi, her ex-best friend Gigi, Charisse, and, you know, when it comes to Giselle too as well. But at that sip and see, Charisse was there, and Charisse tried to confront Monique. Charisse tried to confront Monique, was like, Monique, I thought you had something to say. You were saying something about me? You know, you had something to say? And Monique just walked away. Too bad Monique couldn't have walked away from Candace, because Charisse wanted all that smoke. But Monique didn't want to give her that smoke, because Monique knew that Charisse was trying to get back on the show. She wanted to be on the show, and she was filming for free. And sometimes she wasn't even mic'd up, allegedly, because that's what Monique said on her Instagram. So, with that situation, you were better off, you know, going head up with Charisse. What's up, Miss Nina Bug? What's going on? I know I hate that condescending look that Monique gives. She will have a future, of course, out from American Women. Yeah. For real, for real. I think you're talking about Wendy, right? Okay, Skylar Channel. Wendy, some type of high horse. Thank you, horse. I am trying to figure out why. Did you not call Ashley out her name and was pressed about that baby thing, and you met her like twice, and pressed about that baby thing, and you met her like twice? Facts. Lady Miller, Karen is a real MVP of tonight, baby. Karen was the MVP. She told her right. All the education you got, but you sound so ignorant right now. And you see how, you know, Wendy responded. Wendy responded like she was shocked. Okay, yeah, I was like, damn, she said Monique. I got it after a while, but thank you, Miss Nina Bug. It's all good, baby. You know I be fumbling over words like a mother effer. So, you have that situation. So, but with the but Charisse and Monique situation, Candace wanted that smoke, but Monique knew it was a setup. And it's just too bad Monique couldn't realize it was a setup over there with Candace. Candace was intoxicated. Candace felt hurt that Monique was coming at her at the lake house. She kept apologizing, so she wanted to show up and show out. And Monique should have walked away. She should have walked away. You know what I mean? Just because, look what they're doing with the situation. Every time you turn around, Monique is somewhere on somebody's channel. She's on some network interviewing about the situation because she's trying to protect her name and her brand, because she might be on the show, but the ladies that don't like her is trying to bring her shit down. And we all make mistakes. Like, yo, there's so many mistakes that I have made, and thank God people forgave me. Thank God people was there to pick me up and console me and tell me, you know what, you learn from this mistake and you never do it again. And that's the real empowerment that you can show to a woman, not by icing her out and talk about, I don't want to come to your event, and trying to get people to go against her. So miss me with all that bull crap that you talking, Wendy, because you ain't talking nothing. The only thing you're doing is peddling woman empowerment, which you don't mean, because you're not showing it to us, Monique, right now. And you're doing the opposite by bringing her down too as well. She done already brought herself down. Candace was already brought down in the situation. Now you're trying to create a further divide too as well. And then on top of that, and if you had some real sense, you would talk to Candace about her mouth, because she might run her mouth around the wrong person or to the wrong person, and it'll be a bad situation. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's keep it moving. So Monique is basically trying to, say I'm having this event not for lazy moms and show my growth, my change, because she's been working with her pastor. She's been working with it. She's doing what she's supposed to do politically and morally and emotional. But sometimes after you get into somebody's you don't feel empathy and a sorry at first. And she did feel it when it came to where that anger and that blacking out come from because of her background. Still no excuse for what she did, because coming from your background, coming from the streets, coming from the hard knocks, you know not to put any weapon in anybody's hand to use against you. And that's what Monique did. She weaponized, Giselle, Wendy, Candace, and Robin. Hey, Nunu Sky, what's going on, sister? What's going on, Nunu Sky? What's going on, April? Morgan? Pat, I am glad that Gary made Candace shut. I know. She just does too much. And she still hasn't learned the lesson too as well. And also, when I feel so much compassion for Candace. Because to be humiliated like that, number one, but that also psychologically affects you too as well. Maybe not with the posting stamps the posties that she's posting over her house and stuff like that. But someone actually doing something like that to you it affects your psyche, affects your psychology too as well, especially if that's the first time it ever happened to you, So it is what it is with that situation, but I'm just like, damn. So Monique, she gave her enemies the weapons to use against her, and now she's doing everything she can in her power to correct it. But but I don't think Monique thought that all her tweets and everything that she put up, the things that she retweeted, the things that she liked, was going to be used against her, because Candace was talking crap. But they're only posting up Monique's tweets. So Monique is still giving her enemies leverage against her by going on Twitter and talking mess and reliking people's stuff. And it's very easy to like things that you don't really like, but sometimes when people post things on your page and things like that, you rock with them. Even though you don't agree with their comment, you rock with them, so you just like it anyway to acknowledge, to let them know that you liked it. But Monique is making a lot of mistakes. Monique is going to learn from all this. And I also think Ashley is learning too as well. Ashley knows the group was cruel, but I think Ashley realizing the group is really cruel. Even though Ashley was one of them cruel people, but Ashley was only cruel when she was provoked or you came for her. But Ashley being a mother now and looking at this shit, you could tell Ashley was so disgusted at that table sitting with them ladies. And when Ashley got into her confessional, she was like, they just gonna drag her. And Ashley understands loyalty now, because Ashley really didn't have nobody that was really loyal to her like that. Her Monique was cool, but then, shit went awry. And now she realized how loyal Monique was to her, that she is trying to do the same thing for Monique. I don't know, people used to say back in the day that when Michael was being called out for touching the cameraman's butt or bumping into his butt, they're saying that Monique had cameras in her basement. They're saying Monique had cameras all over that house, so it should have been caught on footage. And a lot of people were saying Monique is hiding footage of Michael doing some ill things. And now when you see Ashley at the table talking about she didn't lie on me, it made you kind of think that Monique holds some things back. So Monique is calling up the ladies, and she called up Wendy. Why did she call Wendy? Hey Cinderella, what's going on? Wendy and Kenya Moore could be sisters, Lord. What's up, Happy Days? What's up, Ralph? What's going on? What's up, Major? There's a difference between being straight up and running your mouth. Straight up and down, baby. Lady B, I don't condone violence, but Candace was running her mouth, and at that point, Monique won't take that disrespect anymore. Candace needs to take accountability too. Facts. Kimmy Love, look at how she did her mom. I know, be cute. Yep, Ashley's cool. I didn't even think Ashley was going to be this different this season, but Ashley can see that actually understand what loyalty is, because she damn sure ain't got it at home with her husband. He damn sure ain't loyal. So, moving on from that situation. Oh, yeah. Oh, Ralph, I was going in, baby. Now I'm like, oh my God, I went in too much on Wendy. Ralph, I was going in. So now, she calls to invite. Look at her face. Look how nasty and turned up her face is. She wants the world to know that she's looking down on Monique, that Monique is disgusting, that Monique shouldn't be on the show, that Monique had the nerve to call her. Like, what kind of woman behaves like this? Like, okay, Monique messed up, but for you to be so upset and so mad and make sure you drag this lady's name on TV and make sure you show the world to drag her and bring her down. What about woman empowerment? What about I want to be with my sisters that are doing something, but you dragging a sister down too as well that made a mistake? What you're supposed to do is teach them the way and show them the way by having a different behavior, but you just as nasty and just as sassy and low down, and you keep acting like you better than everybody. You got no power, woman. You got no power. All you do is peddle politics and try to sell people fake dreams and act like you are important, and you want to be a housewife so bad you want to quit your job as being a professor because you want the life that these ladies have. You haven't been accustomed to real comfort. Now you got that comfort, and now you got a reason to comfort somebody because ain't shit going on for you, and you ain't interesting. Your husband is interesting, but you not. And he won't be allowed to be interesting because you and your mama done snatched his backbone. This lady make me sick. You see, look at her nasty mean mug. Monique called her and was like, listen, I want to invite you to this event. I've been working on my change and to do better, so I want you to see the things that I'm doing. And so she wants to ice her out. But wait till Giselle ice you out. Wait till Robin ice you out. You playing your cards before you playing your cards before you even get your full hand. Because now the way that you're behaving, and when Giselle and Robin turn on you and you do something that they don't like, you gonna remember Ashley and how you treated her. You gonna remember Monique and how you treated her. You gonna remember Karen how you treated her, and they gonna turn. And then you are going to be left alone crying. What's happening? These ladies are treating me so bad. They don't like me because of this. They don't like me because I got an education. They don't like me. That's what she gonna be at. That's exactly where she's going to be at pretty soon. She's playing her hand before she even gets her full deck, before she even gets her full hand, and she's jumping on sides when you're supposed to be neutral when you first enter this show too as well, because you don't know the history. Even though you don't know the history, you don't have to condone violence, but you don't have to promote black women being together and black women empowerment when you are not doing that. And you're peddling your politics to these ladies when the politics that you are peddling ain't doing enough for nobody. What you talking about is, oh, I want to sit at the table. I want to be at the table. And she said that before. I'm trying to bring women to sit at the table when she was dissing Monique like a couple of episodes ago. You want to sit at the table. You want to be a part of the table. We trying to create our own table. We're trying to build our own table. And baby, we don't need you or none of the bullshit that you're peddling on TV and the false misinformation. This is the type of lady that will put your whole family behind bars just because she thinks it's the proper thing to do. And you know how she thinks it's the proper thing to do? Because she got it from Bob and Billy and Mary and Teresa. That's where she got it from. And let me tell you this too as well. If Monique and Candace were two Caucasian women, she would forgave them both, and she'd be telling people to forgive these ladies, and she would have gave that lady another opportunity, in my opinion. That's how I feel. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. So, moving on from that situation. So we get to you, and you know what? What's up, Witch Hazel? What's going on? Wendy is another David. Lord. Witch Hazel's on point with that. Look at that tone skin on. So, for some reason, this part of the show was so this shit touched me. I don't know. I was about to cry, y'all. This shit with Karen and her husband. you know, a lot of people say that the shit that they do is fake, but it just felt so real. Like, you can feel Karen's pain. You can feel his pain, because his pain was, Karen, you're supposed to be at home. Karen, you're supposed to be tending to my needs like you used to. You was a stay-at-home mom. You was always there catering to my needs, dressing up, looking beautiful for me, staying toned for me and the kids, staying healthy. And, you know, and you don't do that anymore. Now I'm not known as Ray. I'm not known as Ray, Karen's husband. I'm known as Karen husband's Ray. Like, he had that title first, and Karen came in and she swooped up. And this is a different time, because they've been married for 23 years. They are very older, so they had a tradition type of lifestyle that they was raised and brought up in, that the woman's supposed to stay at home, you know, watch the kids, you know, take care of the house, take care of the bills, while the husband go out there and work, and she will pay all the bills, make sure the dinner was cooked, make sure all that stuff was going on. Then he ended up messing up and getting back in taxes and messing up, and he couldn't be that provider, and Karen had to spend half of her money to protect him, you know. So, you know, so that was the situation. And so this part just really, you could see, you know, the shit that was happening with Ray, and him being, you know, distant from Karen, because he felt like that he didn't feel like the provider anymore. That feeling that he had for 23 years, not 23 years, you know, maybe, you know, 20 years, and, you know, taking care of everything, managing everything, and just being the strong man and being able to make that money, bring that money in. He wasn't able to do that no more. So he feels like he felt as a husband, he felt as just as a man, period. And Karen came in and saved him. And I can't believe he never thanked her. But in this episode, they're saying that this is the first time he thanked her. And she said, basically, yeah, things has changed. You know, I first of all, like, some appreciation that you had this tax problem. And I came in like a soldier. I came in like what a woman's supposed to do. And that's have your back. And that's what I did. And he finally said thank you to the situation. But, you know, Karen, she wants her money. Leaks for some lesson. Your facts on that with Hazel. I think I seen who. Hey, QB 240. What's going on? My eyes are kind of watering. My allergies are really acting up. Cassandra, what's going on with you? I thought I saw Mississippi in the building. So Mississippi, if you're in the building, baby. Hey, what's up? So this part, you could tell if you can relate to this, where at one point it's just like relating to a situation where, you know, maybe you had all the health in the world, you was doing this, you helped everybody, you know, you were so physical, and then getting injured and being in an accident or something like that, and then someone has to take care of you, or illness got to you, and now you have to depend on people and things like that, where you're not as powerful and as strong as you used to be, you know. So this part was really touching to me. I was like, shit, I was feeling a little weak, baby. I felt my eyes watering up. Hey, Felicia Butler, what's going on? And her shit was watering up. And so Ray, he did apologize, but Ray has to work on not being so selfish too as well, and knowing that he is not the center of attention. He needs to make Karen the center of his attention too as well, the center of his life too as well. And he has to put in the steps, and she has to put in the steps, but Karen wants to put in the steps with Ray. But Ray is very old school. He's old school, where it's like what he said goes. And it was like that, but it can't be like that no more, because Karen got the bag, baby. And she got the bag so much that she can bail you out and your company out, where you face no jail time. This man ain't even in jail. And Karen got her apology, and she was happy, but she wants to work on that. Hey, Incognito News, what's going on with you? So, you know, Karen, she was about to cry, because she was just so like, you know, I know it took Ray a lot to apologize. I know it did. And And that shit touched me. This Karen and this shit touched me. And the Wendy shit touched me too. She just made me see how much of a person she was. And so we have her husband. Her husband got no backbone because he had to depend on her and her family to get him through, law school and all this other stuff because his family abandoned. Why did his family abandon him? And they try to basically say it's because her mother is much better than his mother. That is bull crap. That is bull crap. Eddie, where is your family at? And this is the way that they're portraying Eddie's family is going to keep the family farther apart. I guarantee you, Wendy was nasty as hell to his family, and his mother was even nastier to his family. But he was so in love, and he probably wanted that comfortable lifestyle, and, so he went with it, and he married her and had the kids. And, but they're making it seem like his parents are wrong. And there's always two sides to a story, but we ain't gonna get that, or we Wendy. You too busy focusing on Monique and bringing her down, bringing another woman down, another black sister down. And so we got to call you out, Wendy. We got to let you know that we see through your games, that you are not really here for these ladies. You realize how comfortable that they live in their lifestyle and what they got to do for money. So you go, I can read a lady, I can dog a lady out, I can act like my life is perfect so you don't have to go back to that school and be a professor. Like, don't miss me with that. We see through you. We see that you're not really about that love. Because why do you cuss out Ashley the way she did? Why couldn't you go to Monique and briefly talk to Monique and say, hey, I'm feeling a little this and a little that because I couldn't bring my baby? You was pointing the finger at her like somebody did something to you on purpose. And I know damn well you treated his family bad, you and your mama, in my opinion. The way that Wendy and the mamas been portrayed on this show, I know they did Eddie people wrong. I know they made Eddie family feel like they were nothing. I know they did. And that's because it takes a lot for a mother to abandon her son and then abandon her grandkids. They must have been downright trifling to his family. So now she's on the phone with Giselle. Hey, Giselle. Oh my God, Giselle. I'm going to like you to hear that. She's like so giddy, but wait till Giselle get you. But Giselle's going to use you for a while because Giselle hasn't had a fool like you in a long time that she can use, because she was using Candace, but Candace will wake up every now and then. She used Ashley for a little bit and Ashley said, this shit ain't going to fly. Robin, she can use Robin to agree with her, but she can't make Robin actually do anything. And so now she got her go-to new girl, Wendy, the one that says, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. She got her. And so, so when we get back to what's her name, Wendy. So Wendy's basically, she's in her feelings. She's so happy. Oh, I'm not inviting, Monique. Oh no, not Monique. I'm making a conscious decision not to bring Monique because she wants to be a please. She don't want to ruffle any feathers. But she was quick to get into Ashley's ass. She was quick to get into, Monique's ass. And then, I think she feels indebted when it comes to Candace, because Candace was telling her all the tea about the ladies, and then she went back and told all the tea that Candace told her, and she wants to be accepted and she wants to fit in the in crowd. And right now she's a good person to be in the in crowd when it comes to Giselle, because Giselle wants to act like she's the church mother. She's the house mother, and she wants to put on this big old show, so she can't really do as much dirtiness as she wants to, but she got new Wendy to do it. She got Wendy to keep the conversation going and keep the finger pointed at Monique. You being a newcomer, the best thing that you could have did was try to hear out both sides and say, you know what, Monique, if you want Monique to feel sorry, you want Monique this, you want Monique is not being accountable, how do you want her to be held accountable? What do you want to happen to Monique? Do you want to take Monique's spot? Is that what it is? You want her to see her off the show so a new girl can come in and that way it kind of solidify your spot? Is that what you want, Wendy? What do you want? You're so educated. You got all these degrees, but you can't sit and explain to Monique what you think should happen or what you think that she should do. You are closing the door on a sister. when you say sister empowerment. So you are fugazi and bozo. So miss me with that. Wendy's cousin did a live with and explained why the family don't get along. Oh, so I gotta check that out and see what happened. Missing a bug. But OG said and answer, Wendy's on her mother don't like her. Oh, Lord have mercy. So we have Candace. So Candace is basically telling us the trials and tribulations that she's going through, how she's feeling, because, it's one thing if somebody, take it to you like Monique did, but then to have it on camera and then having to relive the situation and then have tweets posted about the situation and when you go on Instagram, you go anywhere, that's a hard pill to swallow. So that's why she's in therapy and she's getting some help, because that's not an easy situation. Most people that get into altercation, it might go viral sometimes, or nobody even knows what happened, or nobody around you knows. But in her situation, everybody knows, and she does a lot of running the mouth. And so now you all know that there's nothing behind running that mouth, and then the humiliation of that too as well, and then not getting an apology right away, the next day, a text messages or anything to the internet saying, baby girl, I'm sorry. But at the same time, anything that Monique could have possibly said to Candace could have actually been used against her in a court of law, because within a week, Candace went to an attorney and she filed criminal charges, and she filed a civil suit too as well, because she was trying to get some money from the damages. And there are damages that happen to people, when they're physically touched and things like that, and then the humiliation, but Candace didn't portray that at the time that this was going on, because she was just online just as much. Her attorney was nasty online. Monique attorney was nasty online. They was posting online too as well. They were talking to the blog. So it's one of them situations. So she's trying to get some help, and she don't know what else to do. So Candace is out here, these are some of the posts that they posted on the show that Monique posted, some of the posts that she liked. And, basically she feels like Monique is sending the people to mistreat her and sending people to bully her. So that's how she feels. She feels like certain, comments and certain things that people are saying came from her, which they could have came from anybody that was at that event, but certain things. And then that was one post that happened a while ago, maybe almost a year ago, where Candace was supposed to be singing the national anthem, and then Monique's husband is a football player, legendary football player, and they actually that job was canceled. So now she's feeling a certain type of way. She done just got, TV is gonna come out showing the incident, and I was surprised that Bravo did. And then on top of that, a job got canceled allegedly because it was Monique that did it. It hasn't been proven, but some of the facts out there look like Chris people was like, you know what, we don't want to be bothered with Candace, the things that she's doing. She's trying to put Monique behind bars, blase and a third. So I totally feel for Candace. I totally do. But I don't know. Oh, I kind of do know. It seems like she's stretching the shit for the show. Straight up. She's stretching it even more for the show. But why wouldn't she? If you give your enemies ammunition to use against you, they are going to use it against you. And Monique gave them all the ammunition, from the tweets to having that, situation with Candace. I wish she could have walked away like she walked away from, what's her name? Charisse, because she didn't want it. Charisse wanted to smoke at Ashley Sip and See and Monique Bounce. Charisse wanted to smoke. Everybody knew Charisse wanted to smoke. Monique knew she wanted to smoke, but she walked away. I just wish she could have walked away when it came to Candace. I think she was at her tipping point when it came to Candace. So let's get to Giselle and Jamal. So Giselle, basically, she got wedding fingers, and she's telling Jamal, hey baby, listen, this long distance shit that we doing, it's not cool no more. I'm not feeling this. How do you feel about this situation? And Jamal was like, yo, listen, you told me that you wanted your space. You did not want me to take over you. You didn't want your life to be all about me being the first lady of I don't know if it's New Birth. I'm just making up names. I don't know if it's New Birth. Okay, Cassandra, thank you for coming back. Ralph, I'm just talking so much shit I can't even see the comments. Wendy really pissed me off tonight. Felicia Butler on this fake relationship on the show. Everybody's saying this. Well, and then, you know, when Giselle was on Watch What Happens Live, she was all like, you know, when I was at Cynthia's wedding, you know, I had to leave early before we can have these drinks because I needed to, you know, go back to the hotel to see Jamal. So he's admitting on so you're admitting on camera that you and your husband are fornicating. You know, you're committing a sin, and he's a pastor of the church. The church has already been in turmoil because of the other pastor that passed away. But let me tell you something. Jamal got that voice, baby. Jamal said not called like a preacher, baby. That man can preach your underwears, your drawers, your bras, your shoes, your hair weave, your eyelashes. He can talk that. He can talk it right off. Cause that was that preacher voice. That was that deep voice. Especially if you grew up in the church or you got family members that's in the church or you've been around the church. That man can take it. He can take them pantyhose off. He can take them slips off with his voice. Cause he was sitting there. And the way that he was responding to her was like, you told me that you didn't want me to increase on your space and you didn't want it to be taken over by me. And I respected that. She was like, don't you know me, baby? And he was like, I don't want to believe that I know the old you. You're not the same person that you used to be. But he did it in the preacher voice. He did it in that voice when they're passing around the church plate. When they're passing around the church plate, he did that voice, that monotone, soft voice. And so, you know, everyone said it's fake. Everyone's saying that relationship is fake. So, it is what it is. As long as they can keep it between them two, because having a scandal, I don't know if he's going to be able to he done already had a scandal already. They saying he got a baby out of wedlock. Well, not a baby out of wedlock because he got 7 babies. But he done had a baby or whatever. So, I wonder if Jamal's able to spend this much time with all his other 7 kids. But Giselle was not too happy with him just coming down and visit here or there for the kids. You know, but the way that he was talking to her, and he was like, I didn't want to impede on your life. And you made it clear. And I wanted to let you know that I respected what you said to me. And I took it in. I was waiting on you. I was like, ooh, what a sweet talker, baby. You know, I believe he got the skills. That fake pastor got 4 kids on the outside. Yo, Kimmy, you caught me off guard with that comment. You caught me off guard. I didn't know what. Happy days, Ralph. Ralph, that's right. Pimping for the dollars in the name of the Lord. Ralph, what did you say? And take all your dollars. Y'all are wrong. Hey, Steph, 1913. Pat Lawrence, he never showed any kind of emotion towards her. He got something going on. I don't think he want to do too much because you know the church ladies are watching him. You know, Sister Mary, Sister Margaret, Sister Pat, Sister SLW, Sister Cassandra, Sister Happy Days, Sister Kimma, Sister Felicia. They are watching the pastor. Sister Love. They're watching the pastor, making sure he ain't doing nothing on TV he don't supposed to be doing. Because when they go to church, they're going to be at Bible study. They're going to be sitting in the front row with their legs wide open and asking what he doing. So that's why, to me, I feel like he can't do too much because he's being judged. And you know, the church folks can judge, baby. They can judge. They can tell you like it. They can tell you how you feeling. Especially the ones that live by the church, stay in the church all day. The ones that are cleaning the curtains in the church. So they end up giving each other pound. People was like, oh, they're trying to be like Will Smith and Jada. So she was like, I'm ready for something else. This long distance relationship is not happening. It's not working. He was like, I was just waiting for you to say it. And he said, basically, he's on the same page. So what you gonna do, Giselle? You gonna move to where your husband is at? Because you just brought that house and you just started fixing up that house. So you gonna sell that house, keep the house for the kids, and move down south and move with him to Atlanta? I don't think so. That's not gonna happen. And he damn sure ain't leaving the church, and he gotta be on every beck and call, because whatever they paying him and whatever the people are putting in that, collection plate, he want every dime of it. And he gotta be on the phone at the midnight hour when they call. So this is a good situation where Chris is supporting Monique. Monique is having her event, and Chris got the mean mug on. Chris always got this mean mug on. And no matter what, he's not like a talkative person like that. But if you see him on IG Live with Monique, he's cool. He's a cool guy. But, he always want Monique barefooted and pregnant. And so, he's there to support her. Like, there's nobody else is coming through for, when it comes to Monique, not for lazy moms. And plus, he already fit the bill for the situation. He already put $200,000, I think. I think he put $200,000 in. Or something like that. She lost $80,000. So he's been putting a lot of money in Monique's project. And Monique said that she's going to see this project to the end, no matter if it runs to the ground, no matter if she gets a penny or not. So he might as well be there, because he's paying for everything. He's paying for the drinks. He's paying for the food. He's paying for the microphone. He's paying for the hostess. And the hostess asked Monique, what should I say? Like, how do you want? She said, don't say anything about the Candace and, Monique situation. And don't ask me about, make sure nobody asks me about the fight between her and Monique and Candace. And the first thing the lady didn't ask her about the fight, but the lady switched it up and said, so how are you and Candace relationship? That shit was crazy. And we got Miss I'm better than this person. Miss, I stand next to this person. Miss, I'm just too much. Miss, call me Dr. Wendy with no power. She's seen the real power on this TV show, and that's what she won't sit her ass at, and that's why she don't want to teach them damn kids no more. She done seen the true light. She realized she been working so hard, and the only thing she got to do is dog out another woman and read and talk shit. She was like, I'm sitting here, baby. I'm sitting here on this show. So basically she didn't go to Monique's event because she wants to try to punish her. Why would you try to punish somebody? Won't you try to teach somebody? What she's trying to do is ice out Monique with Giselle and Robin. That's what she's trying to do. She's on their team and she's trying to ice them out. Even though I know she thinks that Monique is wrong, but the way that you're going about it is like the wrong way. Especially when you're preaching empowerment. Especially when you're preaching all this other good stuff and changing the community and this and that. You know damn well the communities ain't gonna be changed by you sitting over there on CNN, by you sitting over there peddling politics. What's gonna change is money. Money rules the world, baby. And you know that. That's why you want to sit here on this show, because you making real money on this show than you're making as a professor. And that's where you want to sit, baby. And so don't get it misconstrued. Don't be thinking that this lady's talking about empowerment. She's peddling politics because she knows all the high crime areas in America are in Democratic areas or precincts or districts. So miss me with that. She's doing too much. She's fake. She's fugazi, and she's false. And if you was real, and if you was really intelligent as you say you are, you would take your knowledge and sit down and have a conversation with Monique and tell her what it is that she needs to do to make you feel like she's empathetic, to make it feel like, what can she do? You should be able to explain that, Miss Teacher, Miss Professor, Miss Almighty. You should be able to explain that, but you can't even explain yourself. You couldn't explain yourself to Ashley. You couldn't explain that you was upset and jealous about that situation. You couldn't even explain to Monique about the situation, how you felt that your baby wasn't there. So you can't communicate at all. So I'm thank God you ain't in her class, because you gonna fail. If you was in her class, you gonna fail, baby, because she's not communicating. And she's on this high horse. And she's gonna fall off that high horse. And Giselle and Robin will be there pointing the finger. And that's what's going to happen with this situation. So Ashley, she comes through, and Ashley still being messy. Ashley comes through, but she's the only one that came through for her. Even Karen didn't even come through. I was like, Karen, you ain't gonna come through? Nope, Karen didn't even come through. I was like, damn. Karen is a little bit older. She could have been ill, but Monique is feeling a certain type of way that Karen bailed on her like that. And Karen is in a hot spot. She's in a hot seat because now all the ladies are coming for her like they're coming from Monique, because they want to remove all of Monique's people, or anybody that supports Monique, not support what she did, but try to help her through and navigate through this hard situation that she is facing, which is her fault. And she gave them ammunition, and they're using that shit against her. And so she has to suck this up and deal with it. And she is dealing with it. But Karen didn't come through because Karen is facing the heat, and Karen is trying to keep her marriage together. So Ashley comes through. Ashley comes through with the newborn. She don't got the baby with her this time, but she came through. But she came there to be messy too as well. She was like, Lord, let me tell you, Monique, Monique, Karen, and Candace was on the phone together, and Candace asked Karen what she think that she should do, and Karen said, I would press charges or I think Karen probably said, I would seek legal or see what I can do legally. And so now Ashley's saying, well, listen, baby. She's telling Monique that, hey, listen, I believe that Karen and, Candace was having a conversation and finding out a way to get at you, to find out a way to do you in. And Karen was opening up that door and giving Candace that idea to do it, which I would think that Candace's mother, Dorothy, will be the one to give her the idea, which we did see. I believe Dorothy will be the first person to say, we're going to press charges. Or Dorothy wants to do something to protect her daughter because her daughter got hurt. Her daughter got humiliated. And so basically Ashley is telling Monique that she believes that Karen and Candace were conspiring, were conjuring up a plan to get you. And Karen's supposed to be your friend. So Ashley's being messy because I don't know if she actually know the whole conversation. And it might have came from, Candace. But I don't see Candace, really telling Ashley anything. So when Karen basically told Giselle and told Giselle, basically Karen said, I told Candace that she needs to seek, legal. She didn't say I told her to press charges. She said I would press charges or whatever the case may be. But Karen comes from a different background. Karen's older. Somebody attacks her. She looks good, but it'd probably be hard for her to defend herself. So basically Ashley is still being messy, but I guess Monique needs to know the situation. But it doesn't seem like Karen will be plotting with Candace to put Monique behind bars or the foul charges. So I don't know. I don't know if Candace asks Karen, what should I do legally? What's the legal way to go with the situation? So if anything, that's, so I don't know. But Karen didn't make it a secret, because if you tell Candace anything, it's going to be told. In my opinion, if you tell anybody in this group anything, it's going to be told unless you have a special bond and certain things don't get out. So now you have that situation where now it looks like Karen is going against, Monique. But you see Karen defending Monique every chance she gets, and she's not bowing down to Candace or trying to make people force her to choose. So I guess we'll see what happens. What do you guys think about that, Harrison? I hope Monique fires that lady for asking her about Candace, and yes, she answered her smartly. I know. Ashley is so messy. I know. And Ashley's also the one that went and told Giselle that Candace was teaming up with Charisse to get information on Monique. So yeah, Felicia, I am so glad that the case was dismissed. Besides, they were both wrong. Pat, that's true. Happy days. LSW, Karen did mention that she would stay laying on the floor with a wig and all. Major, Karen told Ashley herself what she told Candace. Yes, she did. But Ashley's basically telling Monique right here that she thinks that Karen was plotting or giving Candace the idea to do these things, like, you know, trying to go against her. So that's really messed up. Miss New Orleans, I don't think that Ashley is messy, though. Ashley is that friend that tells you what had been said about you behind your back so you can know to handle yourself. Facts. But only thing about that, Miss New Orleans 5, I was wondering, did Ashley add on the part? Ashley added on the part that she thinks that Karen was plotting with, you know, Candace, or there was basically conjuring up something against Monique. And that's the way it came off that Ashley was telling, you know, Monique. So I know it was told to her and she knew, you know, but it's Ashley's okay with telling her what Karen said, but she also added in that she thinks that they were, you know, on the phone talking or plotting or basically giving her the ideas to do something to Monique to come after. Like Karen was trying to hurt Monique through Candace by telling her to do something against Monique. And that's why Monique has that facial expression. So I was like, Lord, I know, I'm so glad the case is dismissed too as well. Major, Karen, okay. Yep, that's right. Let me try to see who else I didn't get. Pat, a hoe is a hoe to a freak. Lord have mercy, Major. Pat Lawrence. Major, Ashley misquoted Karen. That's what I was thinking. Like, it felt like she was adding shit onto it to make it like a problem, a situation, you know? To make Monique be like, Pat Lawrence, the guys. Okay, nothing that I know for a fact, but he is suspect in my opinion. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Let me go back on. He is suspect in my opinion. I don't know who that is. Okay, where am I at? Yeah, this situation was so sad. That lady came right there and was just like, so she brought the first question, or maybe it wasn't the first question. Look at Chris. I know Chris is like, damn, yo, my wife be going through it. Where was I? Okay, I don't even know. Where the hell was I? Okay, we got this lady. We was at this situation. Okay. So, yeah, the lady, she brought up the first thing she asks about is Candace, and basically says, and Monique was like, pray for us. I was like, Lord. And then we have Juan. He's basically, you know, going to ask Robin's dad for Robin's hand in marriage. Robin got to tell her mama and her daddy that she got tax problems. Her daddy and her mama said, girl, we already knew you had tax problems. We saw it on Instagram, baby. So, you know, she was like, how come you didn't say nothing? Wasn't her mother backing her when she was flipping houses, buying houses and flipping houses? So she ain't doing that no more. So did she lose money flipping houses? And now she owes like the $90,000. This is why Robin is not so into this Monique situation. She'll throw a little shade, but she's not. She got too much going on. Juan is just like, I can't win with this lady. She got my beautiful boys. I love her. But, you know, she ain't good with money. But he's still gonna go. I don't know if he's gonna go through with it because the mid-season trailer was off the chain. So he asked for her hand in marriage. The father's not too really happy about, you know, her getting back with Juan. But he ain't nothing else he can do for this situation. So it is what it is. But it was so cute to see Robin's sons say, Dad, we're going to tell Mom, because he told the boys that I'm going to marry your mom. You know, we're going to get married. I'm going to ask, you know, marry her. And he asked for, you know, Robin's hand in marriage through the father. And so one of her little boys was like, I'm going to tell Mom. And that's so cool. I used to tell my mom everything Daddy did. And so now we get to, you know, Wendy's party. And I think Karen, her leather outfit that she had on was absolutely fabulous. I loved it. And I did like Ashley's outfit too. I love the little fur vests and stuff like that. She even got her belly button showing. I was like, Lord have mercy. Let me see if I can move it up so you can see her belly button. She got her belly button showing and she just had a baby. I was like, look at her. And Wendy looks nice because green is my favorite color. I did like her hair. She looked more, you know, I don't know. She looks like more. I don't want to go in on her anymore because I will. And so we got Robin. She comes through with this wig. Nobody likes her wig. They're telling her to throw it away. The plastic, the synthetic, the human hair. It's a no-go. It's not a good look, baby. So Robin is gagging us. Robin has been gagging us with these hairstyles that she's been wearing, these wigs that she's been wearing. She's been gagging us, and it is what it is. Just like, and then Giselle had the nerve to say that Karen had on fake clothes. Whatever, if Karen's outfit was fake, it was fake Fendi. Girl, I don't know what's going on with Giselle. Is she gagging us with her clothes? Because it's like, I know other reality TV stars, they like say a while after, they'll say, oh, I just came there on purpose because I was gonna, I came with this wig like that and I came with these clothes like that because I know people was gonna talk about it. It's gonna be a big deal. So they're basically not liking Robin's wig. I don't know why. I like the dark color on her. It's not the wig. I like the color and the curls. It's just that you don't see a part and you don't see no edges, so it looks weird. And so, we get to this situation. Giselle is being messy as ever, and Giselle was like, Wendy done told me that Karen got too tore up, and she told us that she paid half a raised debt, and she was crying and she wants her money back. And then Wendy jumps at the table. Oh yes she did. Oh yes she did. I mean, Wendy is just despicable. Like, I don't know, maybe next week I'll feel different about Wendy, but this episode I ain't feeling her. My feelings always change. I never stay the same. But this episode, she was like, oh yeah. And Giselle was like, maybe I should talk to her. Giselle, you are so fake and so fugazi. But Giselle and Karen go way back, and they have this frenemy relationship. So it is what it is. And now they're trying to dog out Ashley. And Ashley was like, Monique had my back when it came to, the Michael situation. She didn't lie on me. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. And it was like, oh, so that's integrity. And so, you got Giselle. That's not integrity. And then you got Wendy. Oh, so so integrity about cheat. I think she said, I don't cheat. So if a man's not cheating on you, that's integrity because he don't supposed to cheat on you. And I think when Wendy said that was a shade at Ashley, because why did she have to use the analogy cheat when they know that Ashley just got cheated on? So Wendy is throwing underhand shots, and she done picked a side. Her side is Giselle and Robin. That's where she see the bread and butter. That's where she see if she stay in and she stay in the in crowd with them, she stay close to them, she don't have to go back to the college and teach the kids no more. She don't gotta help grade papers. She don't gotta communicate, because goddamn she can't communicate on this show unless she's being shady. So we got that situation. And then Ashley's trying to explain herself. Just because I don't like Candace doesn't mean that's why I'm on Monique's side. Ashley knows what's up. Giselle was against her. Giselle was just eating popcorn, talking about what was going on with Ashley and Michael, which I don't care now because I don't like Michael anyway. And you had Robin talking about it. You had Candace doing her thing. You had Karen talking about, I'm so scared to be around Michael. You had Karen's husband talking about Michael don't grab Andy's booty. And then who else then you had Robin say that she heard Ashley's husband say that he liked to suck it like a lollipop, and of one of the husbands. And then Chris co-signed that. Then they said then they were saying, and Chris, which is Candace's husband, co-signed that too as well. So she knows what it looked like. She knows what Monique is going through because she faced it. And now they're trying to dig her in the ground, which she should not be. She should hold Monique to the fire. How is she supposed to hold Monique to the fire? She's not the criminal justice system. She's not her husband. She is her friend. So therefore, Ashley done already said that she is wrong. So therefore, and she doesn't condone her behavior, what else do Ashley has to do? Why isn't Dr. Wendy communicating of what Ashley should do? And as far as holding Monique accountable, how do you hold somebody accountable when you don't know how to hold them accountable? Because they done already said too. Ashley and Karen done already said that they told Monique what she did was wrong. So therefore, in their mind, they're saying that they have held her accountable. And Wendy is not happy with that. Giselle's not happy with that. So therefore, explain what holding someone accountable for their behavior is to you. Because evidently, Wendy and Giselle, you guys are not making it clear. They said it was wrong. What else do you want them to do? Like, come on. They're getting on my nerves with this shit. Like, what else do you want her to do? What else can Ashley do? Like, this is crazy. Like, what else can Ashley do? What else can Karen do? They said it on national TV that she's wrong. And you two ladies are sitting there digging at Karen and digging at Ashley. What else are they supposed to do? Who are you? Who are you to tell these grown women what to do? Like, miss me with that. This is why people get in trouble. This is why shit like what happened to Candace happened, because you people think that you can control somebody and tell them what to do when you don't even explain it to them what it is you are looking for. And you are doctor, and you're supposed to be a pastor's wife and a book writer. You're supposed to be writing books, Giselle. How come you ain't explaining shit? Like, they let me stop. Because they got on my nerves. This episode got on my nerves. I ain't gonna even lie. Because what else are you supposed to do? Like, you know, the way that they're acting, they are pushing people more on Mo's side than on Candace's side, but they think they're doing the opposite. They are not doing the opposite because they're doing too much. And Ashley's trying to explain, hey, listen, you know, just because I don't like Candace doesn't mean I didn't tell Monique that she was wrong, but I'm still her friend. It was like, oh, we totally understand that you're her friend. So what is it? So you understand that they're friends. So what should Ashley or Karen do to please you ladies? Because you ladies think that you are running shit. You ladies think that you're in control. You somebody's mama, that you done gave birth to them. Like you were their mama. But because they are somebody's mama. So what is going on with that situation? Like and I don't even, if you guys been watching me for a minute, I ain't even like that with Ashley. And you can tell Ashley didn't have a combat. Ashley, Ashley can wiggle her way out of a situation in a heartbeat. She can say anything, but Ashley at that moment truly realized how hateful the group is towards Monique, and it hurt her. If you go back to the way that she's looking, she just felt so sad because Ashley's on a new leaf with her baby. Even though her husband ain't ish, she's on a new leaf with her baby. I don't know if she was pregnant at this time because Ashley's pregnant now. But like, this was crazy. Like, come on. Like, they're not even explaining. Explain, you people. Like, yeah. Oh, I got mad again. And then this one goes, oh, that doesn't, just because your husband ain't cheating and he's not cheating, so did that mean that he has integrity because he said he ain't cheating when he don't supposed to cheat? And she threw that at Ashley because she was throwing shade at Ashley, and she acts like someone from the street. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. She came there like, she was so nasty. Like, oh, this is my party. These ladies gonna get in line. She's gonna go downstairs and check on Candace and Karen. They got a relationship. They done known each other longer than they know you. You just want some camera time. You want a quick teaching. And you realize these ladies got a comfortable lifestyle. You want to be a part of it, baby. So miss me with that. Like, she gives a damn. Like, she's doing too much. She don't even know these ladies to be acting like the way that she's acting. And then on top of that, you have been in Monique's house. The way that you dogging out Monique. Okay, Monique didn't tell you to bring your baby. She thought that, she didn't know. But you are holding a grudge against her and Ashley. And you got the two green-eyed people behind you. But she was nasty. She really threw that shade at Ashley just like that, which was low down. And I don't be defending Ashley. Ashley can defend herself. But she was nasty. She's looking at her, her and Giselle was just basically in her face, trying to get her to change. Like, if your friend makes a mistake, okay, you tell your friend you made a mistake. I'm so upset with you. I'm mad at you for a minute. Maybe I don't want to talk to you. How can we rectify the situation so this doesn't happen again? What can we do? You know what I mean? Because I don't agree with your behavior, and I'm totally upset with what you did and the mistake that you made. But but how do we move on from here? That's what I would say to my friend. So you know what I mean? So what, you just turn your back on your friends when they make a mistake? You dog them out, you make them feel, insignificant, and then on top of that, you try to stop your bag. Because don't even get it twisted. This lady here on the screen, Wendy and Giselle and Robin, is trying to stop Monique's bag. They don't want her on the show. They don't want to get endorsements. They don't want people to be around her. They're trying to paint this picture of her as being a monster. And I understand what Monique did was wrong, but what they're doing is even more wrong, because they're trying to go with this theory and go with these behaviors and dogging out a woman. They're sending this message, and they're using a professor, Miss Politician, Miss Peddling Politics out here to use that message to dog out a sister, not build up a sister. And that's what Giselle's doing. Giselle, you're supposed to be getting married to the pastor. You're supposed to be a first lady. Where's your forgiveness? Where's your compassion? And how do you're supposed to be able to teach? You wrote a book. Then tell us what the problem is. Explain it to these ladies. But they really tried to sit there and dog Ashley out like that. She tried to get at Karen too as well. She's doing too much, and I don't like her. Straight up. She done pissed me off today. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel different. So, and she's making all these faces and stuff. Like, she's making these faces that are so judgmental. Body language is everything. And she's doing that. And it's wrong. And she's really trying to stop that bag. And she wants that spot, because you know what? If Monique gets kicked off the show, or the public comes, up and roar, or something happens, she can actually have that spot, because they're filming. They don't know if Monique is going to be back or not. They don't know the decision of Bravo. So what they can do is do everything to paint the worst picture of this lady. And it's so heartbreaking to see a lady peddling black power. She was like, you can't... I'm sitting at the table. I'm talking about woman empowerment. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about that. This is what my organization about. You gonna tell me people in that in that room when she's sitting with them ladies ain't got into an altercation? Their sisters ain't got into an altercation? You know what I'm saying? The way her mother behaves, her mother got into an altercation too as well. Some of them women in there been into altercations. Some of them women in there that was working and serving them people have been in an altercation. So if somebody is involved in an altercation or something like that, where they lose their cool, they lose their temper, you're supposed to throw away the book at them. Yeah, that's what basically she's saying. She's going by the Hillary Clinton policy. That's what she's doing. She ain't even teaching. She's supposed to be a teacher, a doctor, a professor, and she can't even articulate what it is that she wants from Ashley or Candace. She's just so sickening. I don't even know where I was. She just got on my nerves. She really did. I'm just telling you right now. She got on my last nerve. I think that's the thing about... Let me see. I think I skipped it. I got that part. It was... Robin got this look on her face because she was supposed to go to Portugal. Ashley was like, we're going to Portugal, and Wendy was the only person that knew the flag was from Portugal. I think it was Portugal flag. And so, we get to this situation over here, and she comes downstairs, Karen, and this one is having a conversation, and it's like she came down there to be disruptive. She came down there to try to sun Karen. She came down there to get more camera time because she wants to be on the show. I mean, she wants to stay. She wants to be solidified. She wants to get another peach. You know what I mean? She knows that this show brings a whole bunch of opportunities and things that you can do, which you can't do as a professor, and which you can't do as peddling, politics and stuff like that. But anyways, so Candace basically is doing too much when it comes to Karen. What does she want Karen to do? Not to be friends? This is another one. All these, when it comes to Candace, when it comes to Karen, when it comes to Giselle, and when it comes to them, because Robin is just gonna go with the flow. She got too many problems, but they all want Karen and Ashley to hold Monique accountable. What is that? Icing her out, not filming with her? And so be real. Say the thing that they want it to happen is they want them not to film with Monique. That's the situation. They want them not to film with Monique. That's it. That's why, because if they're okay with Karen and Ashley being friends with Monique, and they understand that, so how are they not how are they not holding her accountable when all the three ladies I just mentioned saw Ashley say what she needed to say, but Ashley said that, hey, listen, Candace has some accountability too as well, and Karen is telling Candace that she needs some accountability too as well. She said, you are so smart, Candace, but you're so smart, you're so powerful, but your mouth is even more powerful. Basically letting Candace know you can't run your mouth and say things like you say to people. Yes, you grew up privileged. Yes, you grew up with a silver spoon. Yes, you got a trust fund. But even in them neighborhoods and them type of people, somebody could put hands on you that know how to defend themselves if you're running off at the mouth. Not saying that it's right, because it's never right. But the problem is they want Karen and Ashley to hold Monique accountable. Why? And what is the other reason? And why are they saying that they're not holding them accountable? Because they want Karen and Ashley to ice out Monique, so Monique won't film. You notice that we got a little bit of scene of Monique. We haven't seen Monique that much, even last episode. So they're not coming to Monique's event. They're not filming with Monique because they're standing against Monique. But yet, they don't stand against anything else. You know what I mean? If there was really a problem, they was really serious, about the situation, they'll be taking their situation to Andy and speaking to them and talking to the network and doing all of that. They don't want that. They want to ice out Monique so she will be off the show. They want to get the company don't want to kick her out, and they know that. So they're going to try to kick her out. So, Giselle talked to the ladies and said, we can ice her out if we don't film with her. And that's the same thing that they said about Candace at what's her name? Sip and See. And Ashley Sip and See. The same thing. The same exact thing. So now the problem is they're not mad that they're friends with Monique. The accountability that they want to hold Monique is to not film with her. That's so foul. You see how foul and low down mother effers can be? Not only do they want her in jail, but they want to stop this bag at the same damn time. And Wendy wants that bag because she see that these ladies are living good. And then on top of that, you can promote anything that you do on the franchise, on this show, which is syndicated. And that gives you more of clout, where people will probably call her more for interviews and ask for her opinion. And then on top of that, she's talking about wine with, Wendy, because now she wants to get rid of the school stuff and she can make a big brand and she can make millions off of being on this franchise. And in order to get that, she needs to solidify her seat. So we got to get rid of one of these ladies. And the one right now that's the big target is Monique. And plus, Wendy don't like Monique anyway. So it's one of them situations. Like dirty. Hey, Libra Soul, what's going on, Jewels? Cassandra's, you're right. That bird knew what was that. So I know you guys are going in, but I just got so pissed. You know what I mean? So you got this situation. And so Candace is trying to force Karen to hold Monique accountable. And to hold Monique accountable, that means not film with Monique. And this might be why Karen is feeling the pressure and she didn't show up to Monique's event. This is why Karen didn't show up to Monique's event, most likely. She didn't show up because of the pressure's on her and they want her to ice out Monique. And then they could be threatening, they could be saying little sly shit on the low about her that we might not film with you, because whoever has the numbers is the one that can win. And that's how it usually goes on reality TV, to get you off the show, because there's some litigation and things like that. They just won't film with you. iRHOA refuse to film with you, and that's what they want Karen and Ashley to do. Because how Monique is still holding on is because Karen and Ashley are still filming. You see, Ashley was there by herself. Ashley came there to chill with Monique by herself. So You got that situation. So, I mean, it's dirty because they can't even explain how she's supposed to hold Monique accountable, and that's only icing out when they saw her chastise Monique. And so they're doing some real shady shit. And this is why people still mess with Monique, because people can see through the little shit that you do. But you can really kind of put, Giselle on a back burner and say that the battery was put in Wendy's back and she went for it, and that's what she's doing. And she's like, you're supposed to hold her accountable, this and that, because Karen did make some excuses like, oh, her mental, maybe she got some problems, and the problem was, she's tired of the bullshit and she really wanted to get at the other ladies, but Candace is the one that stepped to it. So that's the situation. She really wanted Giselle, she really wanted Charisse, but Candace was stepping to her and was jiggling in her face, and it just came to a head, and Ashley instigated a little bit, and so did Giselle too as well. And then Giselle and Robin gonna try to blame Karen, like, what's Karen gonna do? Karen, come on, like, they're doing too much. And then what's her name, Giselle, was basically saying at the table, she was saying at the table, like, Candace's lawyers reached out to Monique, and when they reached out to Monique, she said she was tired. She said that she was this. She said that she was that. Like, come on. Don't you, we all got kids. Didn't you just have a kid, Ashley? I was like, Lord, they make me so sick. And then Karen was like, and then Wendy was like, you just had a baby. You didn't put your hands on nobody. I mean, they just really dragging us into the wall. Basically, just be honest and say, we don't want you to film with Monique. We don't want Monique on the show. Instead of trying to badger Karen and try to bully Karen and try to bully Ashley to be on your side, just say you don't want them to film with them. That's how you hold them accountable, is icing them out. Since Bravo won't fire Monique, let's get Monique up out of here, because that's what they want. Just be, they're just doing it way of trying to shade Karen and make Karen look like the villain, make Ashley look like the villain, and then make Monique look like the villain, but they have an ulterior motive. Not that they're worried about Candace, that's the thing. They're not worried about Candace like that, but this is a way to get Monique out when they've been wanting Monique out. That's why Charisse is filming without mics and shit, allegedly. So Karen said, what are you talking about? I am holding her accountable. I don't know what's going on with Monique. She might have some mental issues. She said that she blacked out. She said this, she said that. I need to see her medical reports. Karen was trying to ease up out the situation. And she said, I have held her accountable. You saw me hold her accountable. They even showed a clip where Karen was. And Karen had these conversations with, Monique, or whatever the case may be. But Karen knows that they're trying to push Monique out, and she won't allow them to. And so, even though she said what she said to Candace, because she was being 100 with Candace, I will call the cops. Damn well Karen is calling the cops. Karen is calling them. So you got that situation. And, Candace is like, you know what we want? We don't want you to film. We don't want you to film. We don't want you to film with Monique. That's it. That's what they don't want. And then, Miss Dr. Wendy, she comes in and she was like, oh, I'm just coming in to check and see your car. Karen, you're supposed to hold her accountable. This and that, blah. And she just going in, just taking it there. And she's rude. She's negative. And she's not a nice person. And Karen was really not being shady towards her. And then, you got Candace. Oh, thank you so much. You're my BI. You're my BI. You're my BI, Wendy. And Wendy's. And then Karen was like, with all the education you got, you sound so ignorant. And she didn't know what to do. Wendy did not know what to do when she called her ignorant. And she was like, I was like, I can't stand this lady. This lady make me sick. Tonight she makes me sick. I don't know. I might feel different next Sunday. So that's it. Like, I've been going on because I was so mad. I was watching this episode. I was so mad because we seen this done 1,000 times. We seen this done. This is what they do. This is how they try to bully you. you can't force nobody else to believe the things that you believe. Like, I can't force nobody in my chat to believe anything that I say or take my side in anything or anything like that, because I don't have control over you like that, and I don't want to have control over anybody like that. And they're trying to control two grown-ass women, and they're basically trying to make it seem like they are trying to protect Candace, and the real motive is not to film with Monique. Get Monique up out of here. That's what it is. Oh, you was mad too? I was so mad. Yo, I was so mad. And it's the worst thing that hurts too. Get it out, Mary J. I'm here for it. The worst thing that I hate to see is when people try to manipulate black people and black women. When they try to get black women to go against other black women for causes that are fraudulent, that are not true, and try to get them on their side, because yes, and collectively we have power. And Wendy was trying to use that empowerment. Oh, she's not invited. I'm fighting for this woman. You gonna tell me none of them women in that room been into altercation? None of them women been into altercation in junior high school or elementary school? People make mistakes. Like I said, Wendy's the type of person that would throw away the key at you. And if that was Susie and Becky over there that got into an altercation, she'll be trying to make peace and she'll be coaching them, you know? But she's trying to throw the book at Monique, and the real reason is you want Monique's spot. And you know what? To say that, it had to be, you know, just really thinking about, okay, you want these ladies to hold Monique accountable, and you keep telling them that, but you are not explaining what accountable is and what you think accountable is and what they should do. You're just saying hold her accountable, so you don't even have an explanation. And you are a you are an MD, you're a doctor, and you're not explaining yourself. You're not making it clear. You're just saying accountable, and basically saying, and she keeps using these terms, accountable, but she's not explaining it to Karen or Ashley. When they're saying, I did hold her accountable, you're supposed to say, well, no, you have not held her accountable, and this is why you have not held her accountable, because this is how you hold somebody accountable, and this is what I think holding her accountable is. They just keep saying accountable, hold her accountable, and forcing that. And then when Wendy uses, I'm having this, wind down with these black women, we're powerful black women, black empowerment, empowering black women, but yeah, I'm watching you beat down one, and you trying to take her spot, and you're not being clear and explaining what you want. So there has to be something ulterior about you behind why you going so hard at Monique. And if anybody's in empowerment, like if my brother, my sister, or any of my people do wrong, the best thing to do is teach them right from wrong and not to make the same mistakes. And you are actually a professor, and you're not teaching. You are here for the money. You are here for that lifestyle. Hold Candace accountable. You know how her mom still chopped in on that mortgage law. Kimberly, that was a good one. They don't know the definition of accountable for so lack of common sense. Thank you. And that's Felicia. That's what Candace said. I mean, that's what Karen said to her. She said, you don't got no common sense. The old folks used to say, common sense is a saving grace. She said that, and Wendy didn't know what to do, and Karen had to raise her voice because Karen knew that it didn't make no sense what they were saying. Okay, Libra. So what's going on? She changes the show dynamics with her constant negativity. Facts. Henderson. That is what TV becomes reality. Facts. Felicia. Yup. Karen said that too. Wendy. I know, Cassandra. She said that, Felicia. Libra. I can't so imagine growing up being her kid. Like, facts. Ashley could have pressed charges against Candace for. Yup. Facts. But ain't nobody thinking about none of that. She could have, but, Ashley wasn't attacked at all. She just held it up in her hand. And they probably would throw that out, just like they threw out the Monique and, Candace situation. And don't get me wrong, Monique is wrong. Monique is dead up wrong. And it was up to Bravo to take Monique out after this situation and let the ladies, do what they need to do. But since they knew that Bravo wanted Monique there, and this was good for ratings, good for Potomac, especially we got a pandemic, Real Housewives of Atlanta has been delayed, and you get less episodes, we're going to drag this out. So they're looking at it as a money-making business. And then you have these ladies trying to ice out a woman and stop her bag. And then on top of that, put her in jail too as well. And then on top of that, every time you turn around, they're making her seem like an animal, like she don't be out here helping people, like she doesn't do charity work, because she made a mistake when it came to Candace, and that was wrong. But you can't take away any of her accolades that she has done. It seems like that's what they're trying to take away. It was an altercation. It was a sad altercation. It was something I didn't want to happen. But what they're trying to promote, talking about picking up your sister and support black love and black power and black womanness, but yet at the same time tearing her down, and then not explaining what they want her to hold her accountable for, and then taking these little shots and being shady on a serious situation. Because yes, there are people that can't defend themselves when they do get into altercation, don't have the money, can't hire an attorney, you got a public defender, going to court, don't have it. If they really wanted to do, if Wendy wanted to be this so-called good person and this so-called I'm power and I'm pushing politics and I'm peddling all this stuff to y'all and I'm just this great life, what you would do is like, Monique, you are lucky that you have the privilege to have an attorney and things like that. So let me take you down to the jailhouse and see the behaviors of women that lose their shit at one point. They don't get a second chance because you know what? The judge threw the book at them. And that's where, Wendy could have brought her husband into that situation and let it be a teachable moment to everybody. But people do make mistakes. But it's what you do after the mistakes. And then also they could have brought in the justice system and how it's unfair to some people that don't have money to pay for an attorney or to pay for help, which her husband could have brought in his criminal justice or his lawyer degree into the situation, where they could have really made a real teachable moment of, Monique, you could have lost this if you didn't have that. And Monique, you said that your background was so bad and you was like Miss Sophia from Color Purple. I had to fight all my life. There's some people that if they do lose their shit, they lose everything. You're lucky in that sense, and then bring light on the criminal justice system and the laws that are not fair to people that are impoverished or can't afford attorneys, and make it a learning experience. That could have been a good episode. Go down to the prison system or talk to women that made a mistake and it cost them everything, and realize how lucky you are, Monique, that you are in this position. But we still love you, and we're trying to teach, and then we want to bring aware, because what does Wendy do? She promotes politics. But let me read what y'all saying. Miss New Orleans, it was that I didn't understand there was no rules in fighting or speaking. Facts, there is none. But once you're going, she's going. Lord, Cassandra. Kimmy Love, yes, just for a check, baby. Hickerson, what's going on? I would rather go back to watching old black and white shows. Said it's funny. Like Beavis and Butthead. I think one of them passed away from Beavis and Butthead. I don't know which one. But one of them actually passed away. I remember my ex-boyfriend in high school used to love Beavis and Butthead. I don't know why. Kimberly, now if she can't share her secret with Robin. Miss T, what's going on, Miss T? What's going on with you? The ladies won't even give Monique a chance to show any type of change. Facts. Me. Because that is funny. Linda Johnson, Wendy, Giselle, and Robin of Love Company. Misery loves company all day, baby. Major, she said I know. And then I don't know the way, I'll just say this, the way that Candace made them comments. Oh, the phone lines are open if anybody want to call. The way that Candace made them comments, I know she was, she just my mama used to say, oh, that knocked the life out of you. So that's what happened to Candace. And, you know, the words that she used to describe Monique and the things that she said, were almost like very racist. The way that she said it felt like, you know, when people use certain words to be very derogatory, and she was using them words. It felt like that with Candace. She was saying a whole lot. Like, it made you I know she was feeling that, you know, when you just got, you know, you just got your ass handed to you, you know what I mean? You're gonna say anything, so I'll just let that be. Because she just got really, that's because Candace is sick. Pinky and the Brain, Linda Johnson, Steph. Where is Katie? Oh, Katie, I don't know, man. They won't bring Katie back. They got her up out of there. And that's what they're trying to do to Monique. It's not going to happen. Monique took 2 weeks to apologize, lied on Candace, and she's still here. I hear what you're saying, Purple Unicorn. No, it wasn't. I think it was actually a week. They said it was a week. But I don't know if she should have apologized. I don't know if that would have been used against her. I don't know. And before, I did say she should have reached out to her fast in a hurry. But I don't know if their relationship was already just too done. And I don't know if anything was being recorded. You never know, because, you know, Candace was actually filing a civil suit. You know what I mean? So you got to protect yourself too as well. And she was still mad. And Monique is not going to show you her weak side, because if she show you that she's weak, she feels like she's giving in. And so I know that type of behavior. And Candace, I do like Candace. I ain't gonna even front, y'all. I like Candace. But she just does some shit. I like the way she dressed. You know, that outfit she had on tonight. I remember when she first took that picture, posting that shit on my page and my Twitter, because them feathers and that brown and that bra, like, brassiere that she had on was on point. And her Monique was cool, because we know that Giselle and Robin did not like them. And it was actually some people that had a real friendship. And I think, you know, they're trying to separate the friendship that Ashley really has with Monique, because now they see that Ashley's just not playing. Ashley is serious, and Ashley is seeing loyalty in Monique. And I think this is the first time that Ashley really felt like there could actually be loyalty on this show. And that was with Monique. And that's why she's running with her. But the way that they're trying to condemn the other two ladies, I'm not even saying, you know, Monique was right. But the problem is what Wendy and Giselle are doing as a situation, as a problem. What they're doing is almost like they're trying to force her out. It's not their job to try to force her out. They're trying to ice her out. When they say hold her accountable, they're not even explaining what is accountable, when Ashley and Karen clearly said, I told her that she was wrong. What do they want her to, they said they understand their friendship. So if you understand that she's still going to be friends, then what's the problem? They're okay with them being friends, but they don't want Ashley and Karen to film with Monique. They don't want them to film with her. At least Candace looks amazing while being so hypocritical. I know she can. You see how Candace came there like she's gonna tell, you know, Karen what to do and how to move. Like, I would never do that. If I had two friends that got into if I got into an altercation, and then I had a friend that was both of our friends, if I know that my friend that, you know, is upset or disappointed in what happened, if I know that I can trust that person not to set me up or do anything to set me up with the person I got into an altercation with, I'm not going to ask them to choose sides, because that's not right. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, Robin, Giselle, and Wendy ain't really Candace's friend, ain't Candace's friend, ain't Karen's friend, and ain't Monique's friends, so how can they make somebody choose? Well, how you gonna tell people that you're not really friends with to choose, and you guys just work together? Some nerve. I mean, when I say nerve, they got the nerve, baby. They got too much nerve. And we know what too much nerve gets you. It gets you ending up like Candace. Poor thing. Like, that's the last thing I wanted to happen to Candace, because Candace can run that mouth and her reads are on point. She didn't have no reads for Karen. You know, she's hurt. She's humiliated. And then you got to understand too as well, Candace knows Giselle and Robin ain't her friend. Because before the season begun, she jumped on Instagram and exposed everything and told the whole story. And they really ain't cool. They really ain't talking like that. She know that they ain't her friend. But she thought Monique was, even though she did whatever she did to Monique, she thought Monique was her friend. So she thought she can get up in Monique's face and do all that stuff because that's my big sister. Big sis, let little sis know what's up. But how do these women that ain't even friends in real life, and then, you know, Wendy, she's just coming into the picture telling people to pick a side and choose, you know, telling hold accountable. How you gonna tell a grown woman that's older than you what they should do? Wendy, you need to walk away, especially if you're not speaking any truth or facts to the situation. Just made me sick. I mean, made me sick to my stomach, Lord. I tried to if your daddy don't like him, Candace betrayed Monique. I don't think Candace betrayed her like that. I don't think she betrayed her like that, because Monique has a lot of different stories. And if you put them, all the stories that Monique told from the first time she dropped the Instagram video on her Instagram channel to the videos from last week when she did her interviews, there's different formats in the story, different stories, different moments. Candace should have known she was going to get y'all are crazy. Every moment Wendy was on screen is disgusting me. That's why last week I didn't even put her up. I didn't even want to talk about her. Man, she's doing too much. Like, you, and then on top, okay, we'll take all the other stuff I said out. We already know we don't, unless you are charismatic and you are absolutely positively right. When you a newcomer to a reality TV show, you don't come in and try to take over, but you see Giselle set back. You see Giselle's minding her business and letting Wendy do what she needs to do, because Giselle had already put that battery in Wendy's back when she went to Wendy and said, Wendy, you don't need to be going at Ashley. You should be going at Karen, because she said that you are this and you are that. And then that gave her, you know, okay, this is who I'm going to cling tight to. She clinged tight to Candace. But she also not betrayed Candace, but whatever Candace told her about Giselle and about the ladies, Candace didn't say, don't tell the ladies, Wendy. But Wendy went and told Robin and told everybody what Candace said. So she's not a person that, she's a troublemaker too as well. She's a troublemaker. And she's already trying to get in the mix because she knows that this is where it's at. So she's gonna be over rambunctious and overly crazy and overly trying to get attention and camera time, just like everybody else do when they come on reality TV. But she tried to act like, I'm a Dr. Wendy. I got all these certificates. Let me stop. I'm just laughing because I know I'm being shady by saying she got all these certificates. She likes stir juice. Yes, she likes stirring the pot. Kimberly, Giselle always stirs a pot, then let the house burn down while around her head. Sip her drink. Facts. Oh my God, you're so on point with that. They should have Ralph. They all should keep a bird in their house just in case Wendy comes over. That's a good one, Ralph. I like that. All right. No, Lord have mercy. Let me see. What is this? Okay, let's see what this is. So I put the number up. I don't think nobody's calling. So hold on. We gotta talk about my girl Wendy Williams, man. I didn't even want to talk about the situation because we talked about it so many times of Wendy Williams looking like crazy. But I just got, and DJ Booth, bringing out the story. He's gonna spill the tea. Nikki, where you at for Queen Radio? Nikki, where you at, Nicki Minaj? Where you at, Nikki? You supposed to have your Queen Radio, cause DJ Booth done got the scoop, and you and Wendy been beefing for so long. What's up, Nikki? I know you doing remixes and shit for people. We need a Queen Radio episode. Congratulations on the baby boy, Nikki, but we need a Queen Radio episode. Okay. Oh, poor Wendy. I know, poor Wendy Unicorn. Why does Karen not like Wendy? I think they could help each other. I think because Karen knows her outside of, Real Housewives of Potomac, and they serve on different boards together, and I felt like Karen thinking that she's trying to, step in the spot. And look what we seen tonight with Wendy, in my opinion, with Wendy, that it's like she don't seem too likable. Wendy needs to go talk to them bye man so she could get cursed on the floor. Y'all be smiling this whole chat. Cassandra Hickerson, they all need to go to a reality boot camp. Miss T Facts, a good friend let you make your own decision as long as you don't cross the boundaries. Facts. Or you teach. Got my beer, got my gas. Cassandra's funny. Karen says she brags too much. Okay. She brags about the education. She brags about being a politics hustler. To me, she seems like a hustler. She's selling these false dreams and all this other stuff. What power do you have? You have no power. You're begging to sit at the table. You already told us you're trying to sit at the table. You're trying to get a seat at the table. When she made that remark about Monique a couple episodes ago about Monique, like she's sitting at the table, and Monique, people like Monique doing what she did, she's fighting for people, and Monique is doing this out here in these streets, something like that, and she's sitting at the table. Whatever you peddling, Wendy, I don't want it. I don't believe nothing that you say, nothing, because you just got this bad spirit, man. In my opinion, she's a hustler. She's a race hustler that really don't even really believe in all that stuff that she's peddling on TV. Because if she did, she wouldn't be acting like the way that she did. And she's a teacher. She should have been able to teach Monique, baby. She should have brought Monique back to school. She ain't no... like, what did Cassandra say? I'm in a good mood. You can imagine if they white Wendy for all the Jersey girls I know. Oh, for the New Jersey girls. They're gonna keep her on because you see how she's afflicting an emotion out of me because of the behavior. That's the type of shit that they like, and that's why they keep people on these shows that we don't like, because whether you like them or not, you need a nemesis. You need somebody that gets under people's skin. So most likely they're gonna keep her around, and she's gonna do everything to stay around. So she's gonna do exactly what they tell her to do because she wants to quit teaching. She wants to live like the lady. So, she saw how Karen was living, how she's getting that bag. And, Wendy will be peddling something pretty soon, selling something on Instagram. Who freaking knows? She'll be selling something. Okay, let me see. Kimberly, you can't... Okay, I see. Nobody likes a bragger. Happy days, facts. Miss T. It's sad that Candace fell for the bait. I know, because she wanted to be down. I want to be down voice. Yeah, she wanted to be down. That's facts. But Monique wanted to be down too as well. And that's how she felt for the bait. But if she would have never teamed up, somebody did call, my bad. Oh, somebody did. Oh, is my volume on? I don't know why. Okay, I'll call you back. 504. Okay, I'm gonna call 504 back. This is gonna be crazy. I hope they still up, because they said they called like, oh shit, it's late. I didn't even know it's 3. Oh, you know why? My do not disturb. I don't know why that came on. I don't even know why it didn't come on. Okay, Okay, we got a question. Someone sent a text. The text that was sent is, why does Wendy think she can control other women? So what do you guys think about this question? Someone sent me a text. Why does Wendy think she can control other women? Why are they saying Wendy's family is... I don't know. I've never heard that. Giselle still does have her makeup line, but they say that it's off the shelves. It's not really selling that much. I don't even know why it's not coming through. I took off the do not disturb. Yeah. Cause she's a horse. Happy days. What? Because she has 4 degrees. Lord have mercy. Because she cursed. I never heard that. You shouldn't buy makeup from anyone that can't dress. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I don't know, Miss T. It's not coming through. I don't know why. It could be the Wi-Fi up here. You should not buy makeup from anyone who can't dress. As I took it off of thing. Call me Dr. Wendy. She needs to put some on her neck. Her age is showing in her neck. It looks older than mine, and I am 66. Oh, shit. Congratulations, shit. You made it to 66. Go ahead, girl. You know, we all trying to get to 66, baby. For real, for real. Purple, the real. Y'all wrong, Lobber. Purple, you can't see right through Wendy. Leave her. So Wendy is very uppity. She thinks she's better, smarter, more educated, and more cultured than everyone else in the group. So she thinks her words are law. And plus she wants the money that they make too as well, because she has 4 degrees. I know. Miss T, just muff. Boy, she said you a real B and a real girl. I am like, Wendy needs a seat. You go hard. For real, for real. Just blogs. For real, I couldn't believe that, she said that. I couldn't believe. She was like, yeah, I got your back. I got your back. Yeah, but wait till Giselle gives her a new order. Yes, it's a thing that's in the culture. Purple unicorn. Yes, school is draining, but you just do it. You need to brag about it. You never know who you talking to. Major. You cannot get that in a university. Happy days, Lord. So true. All right, guys, we've been here for 2 hours. We're going to say goodnight, my peeps, my peoples. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate it. Purple Unicorn, happy days. Miss T, Miss New Orleans 5. Pat Lawrence, thank you so much for coming through. Much love to you. Pat Lawrence is in the building, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate. Hickerson, hey, what's up? What's going on? Just Muff Blogs, what's good with you, Miss T? I'm sorry about tonight. Much love, Miss T. You had me laughing. Ralph had me laughing. Happy days. Purple Unicorn. Pat Lawrence, LSW. Oh, you guys, Kimberly was funny as hell. You guys were off the chain. I swear to goodness, sometimes y'all need to be comedians. I don't even know. Happy days. Ralph, thank you so much. Happy days. Pat Lawrence, thank you so much. Steph, thank you for coming through. Kimberly, thank you for coming through. Pat, Purple Unicorn, Miss T, Ralph Esco, Miss New Orleans, Major, happy days. Kimberly, Habit, hey, what's up? What's going on with you, Tuco? Cassandra, thanks for coming back. Good to see you. Happy days again, Major. Witch Hazel, butter hands, and that bad confessional looks. Hope she sees so is good. Witch Hazel, I seen you earlier. What's up, Witch Hazel? What's going on? I need some more Witch Hazel too. I done ran out. And Hickerson, Ralph, thank you so much. Miss T, Kimberly, Hickerson, happy days. Miss Nina Bug, what's going on, baby girl? Thank you, Miss T. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your support. Miss New Orleans, Kimberly, Bay Boy 925, what's going on with you? Happy days. Cassandra, again, Purple Unicorn, Jules 777, what's good with you? What's good with you? Lima, what's going on with you? Steph, okay, I think I got everybody. I'm trying to get everybody that was here. Kimberly, Kimmy Love, what's going on with you? I'm trying to see if I get everybody. Linda Johnson, what's good with you? Felicia Butler in the building. Mississippi, New Orleans, we got California. What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for trying to call in. I really do appreciate that too as well. Fat Kitty, what's going on? Dr. Wendy is a interesting cast member. I didn't see that. You highlighted that. I must have been going in. LSW, Miss T again. So I think I got everybody. So I'm Libra Soul, what's going on? Because I'm going to keep calling y'all names. So you guys have sweet dreams tonight. Stay blessed, stay woke, stay happy. And don't be fraudulent and fake like we seen tonight. Oh my God. And then, Giselle had the nerve to get on Watch What Happens Live and talk about Karen's clothes. Girl, Giselle, how is Karen outshining you in her clothes? Only thing that Giselle had to say was, oh, she had on something fake. Like, miss me with that. Let's give Mary J a hand for the theme song. Add girls, yes, and everyone here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you so much, Ralph. Thank you so much, Steph. Thank you, Just Muff Blogs. Thank you, Ralph, for, let's give Mary Jane a hand for the theme song. You see that dancing, image next to your name, Ralph? That's all I can do. Applause for Mary Jane. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. So, I'm going to get back to uploading more videos because through the donations, the membership, I was able to get a new hard drive. So I'm going to add I'm going to keep my old hard drive, just add my new hard drive in. And then, the next step is to get a better service. So better service with the Wi-Fi and everything so I can have a better call system. Because I did buy a phone almost 7 or 8 months ago. So I'm going to get a new phone so I can get a new system. And I won't have this bullshit where my people can't call in and tell me what's on your mind. Because I know I would be laughing my ass off if you can come through. So by next week, the phone should be here. The hard drive is going to be installed tomorrow. Thank you so much, Pat Lawrence. Keep it up. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you for the last. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. But tell you, everything goes back into the channel. So the new phone, I got the new hard drive. I was so happy to get this hard drive too as well, because it's a big, it has a lot of storage on it, because I upload a lot of videos and do a lot of different things in my videos, and you got to have storage. So I had to get another, I had to get another one so I can just add it in. So I'll have two now, so I won't have any problems. And then the new phone system should have the phone system hopefully by the next time we go, hopefully by next week. I don't want to say the next time I go live, because I might go live tomorrow. I might go live, tomorrow or the next day. Anything that happens, I pop off. Thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Oh, we got a new member too as well, Pat Lawrence. She was so sweet. Witch Hazel, thank you so much for coming through. Witch Hazel as a member of Peep Squad, baby. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate y'all. Are so sweet as shit, man. Y'all make me feel good, but I know I was talking mad shit tonight. I was so mad. I was so mad. I'm mad at Monique too, but I was just so mad. But you see how I get happy real quick? I always think when a girl says kiss is a fake pee, it's them. The ones you really have to watch. I can't say. I gotta watch it. Child. I know. I don't know. I said, woo. Hey, thank you so much, Steph 1913. Thank you so much, Steph. Thank you for joining Peep Squad. Thank you, Witch Hazel, for joining Peep Squad. Thank you, Felicia Butler. Thank you, Witch Hazel. And thank you guys for the donation. I really do appreciate it. Y'all made my night. It's just it's just being nice, you know what I mean? It's just, the thought, just being nice and just being supportive, even just being in the chat too as well. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that comes my way. So, I didn't upload a lot of videos this week because I didn't have no storage. So every time I will upload a video, I have to delete 1,000 things. But now I got another storage. I'm going to install it tomorrow. And that's with the memberships. That's with the super chats. And hopefully by next week, we should have a new phone. And a new phone system where I can just, we can have more better call-ins and people, waiting, like a call service. But I need a different phone. And then, the Wi-Fi, Verizon's is supposed to be coming here Monday, which is tomorrow, and they're going to put the actual jack into the room where I record, so I have the files, so it won't be this Wi-Fi situation with the phone, because I want to make sure with the new phone I don't have this situation either. Good luck and God bless. I look forward to the future content. Oh yeah, you're gonna see it, baby. Now I'm gonna get the hard drive installed, the other hard drive installed, because I'm gonna have 2 hard drives now. It's no limit to what I could do. I make so many videos that my hard drive filled up within a while. It's been quick. Thank you so much, and thank you guys for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the membership. And as we keep getting more membership, the content's gonna come on the backup page. Is something I'm gonna drop, I believe, tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are interested in Little Kim, but that's like a little situation. I caught of Little Kim out here saying some shit. So I'm going to drop that. And it's a lot of other things. So I'm either going to drop that tomorrow or I'm going to drop that on Tuesday. And then I'm just going to leave it on the member stuff and some stuff. And then some stuff I might just upload it to the channels. Like I uploaded the Bad Girls receipt video with the twins, with the Victor twins, but I got all the receipts in that video. But the video that I uploaded to my channel that everybody can see, but the only members only could see, has all the receipts in it too as well. And then I do post up bloopers when I mess up, because Lord have mercy, I will get your name messed up in a minute. Oh, that's cool. Just blogs. You just gotta keep going. You gotta put out that content all day, every day. And that's what's like, oh my God, I didn't even put out that much content this week because my computer was shitting on me. My storage was full, baby. I couldn't do nothing. Cassandra's back. Cassandra, how's that gas going that you taking? And I really do appreciate it. Facts. Yep, all you gotta do. Thank you guys so much. We are going to sign off. God bless you guys. And if you're not, whatever floats your boat, whatever religion or spiritual, the universe, may the universe bless you. May Mother Nature bless you. May God bless you. May your ancestors bless you. May you guys all have blessings and have joy and have peace. Be protected. Stay safe. Keep your eyes open and be aware of what's going on in this world. Don't let nobody play no games with you, because they be playing. Wendy played in our face tonight. And I'm not done with Wendy. And we gotta talk about Miss Wendy Williams. I know Wendy Williams be dragging people, but damn, like, I don't want nothing bad to happen to Wendy Williams. If you check out my channel, I talk about Wendy all the time. I got a playlist dedicated to her. Like, and when Wendy's doing wrong, I say it, but damn, like, what's going on with Wendy? Be safe, my peeps, my peoples. Facts, Ralph. You guys keep your head up. Stay positive. Stay woke. Stay protected. May you get your blessings. May your dreams come true. And may you stay strong. And may you fight through all the bullshit. And may you go the path that you want to go. And have peace and happiness in your life. Peace, happiness, and health is all we need. And then the power comes with it. Thank you. Oh, you said Cassandra got that? Peace, guys. Much love. And I love you all. And thank you for your support. Thank you for coming through. It's 3:40 in the morning. I'm a trip. We are a trip together. We are wilding. It would be cool to use, yeah, I know, to use that. I just don't know about it yet. You know what I mean? I know everybody does use it. I have it downloaded on it, but I don't know yet. But I feel you, Miss T, because everybody does use that. Everybody use it. Everybody does use it. But I don't know who's going to even jump in the StreamYard, baby. Because I had my membership for a long time. Love it, Queen Mary J. Oh, you so... Oh, that's so nice, Cassandra. Thank you so much, Tuka. So please like the video. Please like the video. I always forget to tell people to like the video. I always forget to say please like, comment, subscribe. I always forget. I forget. Thank you guys so much. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We want to bring others with us. So please have a blessed, peaceful, wonderful night. Oh, before I go, I don't know. I was going, like I said, my hard drive was full. But did you guys see what happened? Oh, that's right. Your facts, Miss T. I'm going to look into that. I just never really, I don't know. I always wanted to use it, but I just was like, I don't know. But I think I am, you know what I mean? I'm going to check it out and see what's up. Because the system that I use now, I don't know if the StreamYard will work with the system that I have now. So if it does, I can use it, or maybe I can just, hop on to something else. But this is what I wanted to mention. Did you guys see what happened to Offset? Did you guys see what happened to Offset? And Cardi B in that situation? Well, basically they were saying that, Offset was getting, he was being detained, and the situation with the Trump supporters and what went down with that situation where he got detained because allegedly Trump supporters were targeting him and his friends, and someone got into an altercation. His car was being hit, or whatever the case may be. And I don't know if you guys seen you guys heard about that. So I wanted to do a video about that. But let me tell you this. like, I'm not gonna get political talk about that situation, but what made it so not funny, but it brought me back to this moment when Offset was being detained. Cardi B pulled up in like one of the SUV trucks, and she's yelling out the window. She's checking on her husband and everything. I swear to God that Cardi B and Offset remind me of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, but Cardi B is not as talented as Whitney Houston, and Offset definitely not as talented as Bobby Brown. But the way that Whitney Houston used to always come through for Bobby. Bobby will always be in trouble, something to be happening. Whitney Houston would come through and just pick up Bobby and move on. It just made me feel like that the video was a lot with Offset. I know. But then when Cardi B shows up and she's in a car and she's yelling out the car, finding out what's going on with her husband, just remind me of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown when they used to, be on TV, or he'd get into a situation. Whitney Houston would come in with her sunglasses or overcoat on and come and go save Bobby. You guys have a blessed night. I think Whitney would throw hands for... she would. She would. I'm just saying, they're not as talented or whatever. But that's what the situation, because I seen Whitney Houston do it so much with Bobby Brown. And then that they were very famous at the time, and Offset and Cardi B are very famous now. So just seeing that like a whole different decade, and seeing that with Cardi B and Offset, that's what I was thinking in my head. So I said it out loud. Maybe I shouldn't. But good night. Cardi B's a real one, though. She is from New York. That's what I was thinking in my head when I saw it, and I immediately wanted to talk about it and was going to go in and talk about everything else, but my hard drive. But thank you guys. God bless. What Miss T said, please get out of my head. That was a crazy love. That's what crazy love does to people. I'm telling you, that's what that situation remind me of. When I seen Offset having that situation and him being detained, and him just basically, I'm not taking my hand off the steering wheel. Cardi B makes a U-turn. She's yelling out the window just like Whitney Houston would do, checking on her man, and everybody's watching. So I wanted to do a video and talk to y'all about that or whatever, but I couldn't do anything. But we got all next week. Thank you guys so much. All right, good night. Good night. I do miss Whitney Houston, though. I do miss Whitney Houston. Sometimes I still listen to her music. Good night. Oh, Steph said the same. I still listen to her. I know, Kimberly. Facts. That show was true gold. Facts. Good night.